Good Monday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to what's making news, let's take a quick look outside our weather window from this Monday afternoon. And this is our jump-off ridge Sky-Fi Tower camera, and you can see the low cloud deck to the right center of your screen. Yeah, Wenatchee is under that cloud deck. You can also see Wenatchee Heights in the left center of your screen, but also a little bit of blue sky above that, and we did see that at times this afternoon after a pretty good snowstorm inundated north central Washington throughout this morning. So the rest of the today, maybe some light leftover snow showers as we get into Tuesday. A quieter day, mostly cloudy skies, snow developing late in the day and into the Tuesday nighttime frame. And then Wednesday all the way through Christmas Day, very unsettled with a good chance that we will see a white Christmas. And we'll talk more weather coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A head-on collision closed the George Seller Bridge for more than an hour early Sunday morning. Green Motion e-bikes in downtown Wenatchee was the victim of a grab-and-dash type theft last Thursday afternoon. And while there's been a surge in new COVID-19 cases in most parts of the country, the numbers in Chelan and Douglas counties continue to fall. But first, our top story tonight. An Othello man faces a charge of vehicular assault after an auto crash in southern Grant County that injured two people. The Washington State Patrol says 26-year-old Victor Pineda was heading east on Highway 24 near Mattawa when his Toyota Scion veered off the roadway and rolled. Pineda was not injured, but troopers say both him and his passenger were traveling without seat belts, and one of them was ejected from the back seat. That 24-year-old passenger was taken to Sacred Heart Medical Center in Spokane. A head-on collision closed the George Seller Bridge for more than an hour early yesterday morning. East Wenatchee police say there were no injuries, but the unidentified driver of the causing vehicle was arrested for driving under the influence. The wreck happened about 2:50 a.m. and caused extensive damage to both vehicles. Green Motion e-bikes in downtown Wenatchee was the victim of a grab-and-dash type theft last Thursday afternoon, with the thieves making off with a pair of electric longboards valued at $1,200. Reports of such grab-and-dash thefts have been more common throughout the country this year. Green Motion manager Kelly DeLong said she's concerned this type of theft might become more common in the valley. Police responded to that theft at 4:19 p.m. DeLong said the thieves drove off in an older, dull red compact car. Well, while there's been a surge in new COVID-19 cases in most parts of the country, the numbers in Chelan and Douglas counties continue to fall. The Chelan-Douglas Health District reported this morning that the rate of new cases per 100,000 population for the two counties over the past 2 weeks is at 243. In its last thermographic report back on December 6th, the rate was 322 per 100,000 population. In late August and early September, the rate per 100,000 population topped 1,000 for 3 straight weeks. The numbers have been slowly declining since then. Coming up next, a controversial new payroll tax on employees in Washington state is being delayed. On January 1st, all buildings and properties of Confluence Health go 100% tobacco-free. And Chelan County commissioners will vote on the fate of a planning commissioner accused of misusing his position. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
What's the best way to attract a wide variety of beautiful birds to your backyard? By offering the birds the right foods in expertly designed bird feeders from Wild Birds Unlimited. Whether you've been feeding the birds for a while or are just getting started, let our backyard bird feeding specialists show you how to add a little joy to your life and make nature a part of every day. Shop now for exclusive bird foods, feeders, hardware, and more. Wild Birds Unlimited. Products designed by experts. Trusted local advice.
Winter is a great time to trade in your current hot tub. Turn your old hot tub into money with Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa's trade-in program. You can save $500 to $1,000 off of any new artesian spa or take advantage of a free Bluetooth music experience. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa recommends draining your hot tub every 3 months. Ask us about our drain and refill special. Stop on by Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa today.
Raising a family may have seemed overwhelming to your parents, but they weren't. Coach, teacher, life guide, caregiver. Family takes care of family. And as the circle of life continues, you now are their caregiver. It may seem overwhelming, but we're here to help you find the support services necessary so you can provide quality care to your elders.
Call Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington at 1-800-572-4459.
Welcome back. In another news, a new payroll tax on employees in Washington state is being delayed. On Friday, Governor Jay Inslee and Democratic leaders in the legislature announced they'll push back the new Washington Cares payroll levy while they address issues with the new long-term care program. That means the state won't start collecting a 58% deduction from workers' paychecks on January 1st as scheduled. Washington Cares was passed into law in 2019 as a first-in-the-nation program to help people pay for their own care in old age or sickness. The legislature must now address concerns over some Washington residents or workers who might have to pay into the system without ever benefiting from it. Well, it may seem strange to know that you're still allowed to smoke on the grounds of Confluence Health's hospitals and clinics. But that all changes January 1st when all buildings and properties go 100% tobacco-free. The prohibition applies to patients, staff, and visitors. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jason Lake said for a medical organization, the new policy just makes sense and it helps Confluence Health maintain a good standing with accreditation agencies.
As a healthcare organization, we need to be doing everything we can to promote the health of our friends, families, and patients. This includes providing a healthy campus for all who come to our facilities.
Confluence says employees who smoke or use vape products will have access to smoking cessation programs. Well, a member of Chelan County's powerful Planning Commission narrowly survived a vote to remove him from that office. Ryan Kelso is CEO of the architectural and engineering firm Complete Design, which is a planning commissioner appointed by the county's elected board. Staff in the Chelan County Planning Department said in meetings about a building project, Kelso threatened to rewrite county code to benefit a project for his clients. He also brought a vote before the Planning Commission to change an ordinance that had stymied building plans for one of his previous clients. Here's how today's vote by county commissioners played out.
I believe that there is some evidence that Ryan used his position to benefit himself, but it was not entirely convincing. I understand that Ryan sought to simplify the code, which may benefit some of his clients, but to me, it is unclear that he did it for his own personal benefit. Because of this uncertainty, I believe that we should retain Ryan. However, I hope a strong message has been sent that Ryan's actions will be under increased scrutiny because there is evidence of wrongdoing. It is imperative that Ryan should now recuse himself from any potential for conflict of interest, real or perceived.
In my opinion, Ryan Kelso should have recognized that a potential conflict existed and he should have taken the appropriate action of notice and recusal. The final question that must be answered is if the actions taken by Ryan Kelso rises to the level of malfeasance. Ryan Kelso, in my opinion, violated RCW 4223-070 when, in my opinion, he attempted to garner special privilege with the county staff. Additionally, he failed to recuse himself in a motion made during the Planning Commission meeting and specifically omitting 2 areas in which the motion where there was a conflict and he could potentially privately benefit.
When we put people on notice like this, it's hard to get things done if we constantly believe that they're trying to do something that is going to benefit them in their private business. And these people are serving. They're not making money. They're not doing it because they think it's fun. They're serving out of the goodness of their heart. And so I still don't think Ryan did anything wrong. I think that we never should have gotten to this point, that it should have been a conversation that was had at a much lower level and corrected at that point.
All in favor of the motion to retain Ryan Kelso in his role in the Planning Commission, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Nay.
You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Dr. Wayne Latimer's Chiropractic and Integrative Multicare specializes in all level of injury care. If you've been injured in an auto accident, on the job, have a sports injury, or a simple fall, call today for a free consultation. They offer a combined multi-care approach with medical, chiropractic, physical therapy, massage, and acupuncture. For relief from long-standing injuries to basic solutions for the weekend warrior, Latimer's Chiropractic Integrative Multicare is one stop, one location.
When it comes to finding a memory care community, you want the very best. You want to know that your loved one is safe and receiving compassionate care in a loving environment. Fieldstone Memory Care is an innovative assisted living community designed for those with Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's disease. You'll find a community specifically designed to enrich residents' lives. The Fieldstone team is here to help you navigate the important decisions you face when a loved one has dementia or Alzheimer's. Welcome home to Fieldstone.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Mary Maids of Wenatchee has been professionally cleaning and sanitizing homes and businesses in North Central Washington since 1998. Mary Maids uses commercial-grade cleaners and viricides. Mary Maids has implemented additional safety and sanitation protocols. They are strictly following CDC guidelines for the safety of their clients and employees. For expert help with cleaning and sanitizing your home or business, call or look up Mary Maids of Wenatchee to schedule your free estimate today.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's feature story, the Michigan man arrested for attacking a Wenatchee hotel worker last May was convicted Friday of first-degree assault and kidnapping. Chelan County jurors found 33-year-old James Lawrence Jackson Smith guilty on those counts, but acquitted him on the most serious charge, attempted first-degree murder. Jackson Smith now faces an estimated prison term of 14 years, up to almost 18 years when he's sentenced next week. The 23-year-old victim testified that Jackson Smith attacked her from behind and tried to subdue her with a chokehold while she tried to fix the toilet in his hotel room. Jackson Smith told jurors he was defending himself after she struck him first.
So I will now read the verdicts. As to verdict form count 1, we, the jury, find the defendant James Lawrence Jackson Smith guilty of the crime of assault in the first degree as charged in count 1 of the information dated the 17th day of December 2021, signed by the presiding juror. Special verdict form count 1, we, the jury, return a special verdict by answering as follows. Was the defendant James Lawrence Jackson Smith armed with a deadly weapon at the time of the commission of the crime in count 1? Answer, yes, signed by the foreperson. Verdict form count 2, we, the jury, find the defendant, James Lawrence Jackson Smith, guilty of the crime of kidnapping in the first degree as charged in count 2 of the information, dated the 17th day of December, 2021, and it is signed by the presiding juror. Verdict form count 3. We, the jury, find the defendant, James Lawrence Jackson Smith, not guilty of the crime of attempted murder in the first degree, as charged in count 3 of the information, dated the 17th day of December, 2021, and it is signed by the presiding juror.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. I hope you all had a great weekend. The last shopping weekend before Christmas, and I'm telling you, it was crazy out there over the weekend. Luckily, weather cooperated, although it was a little bit on the chilly side. What a shot this afternoon from our Billy Goat Sky-Fi Tower camera. Of course, the Medhow River flowing into the Columbia, and just a sheet of white all over our viewing area. And we picked up a couple more inches of snow ourselves. Didn't get very warm today, though. Still below normal. 28 unofficially our high temperature today. 32 is where we should be. 51 degrees our record. And look at that. That was last year, 2020. Do you remember that? I really don't. It's 19 degrees. Our overnight low this morning, 24 is normal. And it was a cold one back in 2008. 7 degrees below zero, our record cold. Today's precip with that snow overnight and this morning picked up another 1/10 of an inch of moisture. That now gets us to 5.72 inches for the year. And also with that new snow, ups our snowfall total now to 9.2 inches for the season. Sunrise 7:45 and the sun set this afternoon at 4:12. Tomorrow's weather, it should be a little bit of a break between weather systems because we're going to see plenty of that wet weather this week. So tomorrow, enjoy it if you have the chance throughout the day. It's going to be cool though, especially back in the Columbia Basin. 26 Moses Lake, 27 in Ephrata, 29 for you folks in Quincy. Looks like Wenatchee, the warm spot tomorrow at 30 degrees, and then basically mid to upper 20s up the Highway 97 corridor, Eniat into Chelan. A nice break from the wet weather as we get into Tuesday. Let's start off with tonight, though, and we'll go through the week. Mostly cloudy skies for us tonight. Here's our area of low pressure that brought all the snow this morning. It's really not going anywhere for the next 4 or 5 days. Just kind of wobbling back and forth in the Pacific Northwest. For tomorrow, cloudy skies. We talked about a break, but it's not going to last long. About an 80% chance of snow. This is during the day, and this is about 11 o'clock at night tomorrow night. The little marks there even indicate some rain mixed with snow and possibly freezing rain Tuesday night. That means some rain snow mix for Wednesday too, and we're going to warm up a little bit. Look at our flow now coming up from the southwest. That'll bring us some warmer temperatures with highs on Wednesday in the upper 30s. For Thursday, mostly cloudy skies. Kind of another break day, a 40% chance for rain and snow. Still mild too with highs in the upper 30s. Most of the heavier precipitation should be in the Cascades, and boy, that cold air just sliding all the way down into the west. And then for Christmas Eve on Friday, cloudy skies, a 60% chance of snow. It looks wet all day on Christmas Eve and a good chance for snow showers. That low by Friday will be basically right over the top of us. And then for Christmas Day, this is in the morning. It looks like a good shot for more snow. We do clear out a little bit in the afternoon on Christmas Day, but it will be cooler as well as our air begins to come down from the northwest. Highs around the freezing mark, and even colder than that on Sunday. Low pressure right over top of us. We'll see a 60% chance of snow with highs on Sunday only in the mid-20s. Let's take a look now at your 7-day forecast. 22 overnight tonight. Snow developing late tomorrow. 30 degrees the high. A rain-snow mix on Wednesday and 38. Just a 40% chance of snow on Thursday. Still mild. Cloudy skies on Friday with a high of 35. 32 for Saturday. Morning snow showers. And then more snow once again as we get into Sunday with high temperatures then of 25 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Monday to you. Lots to get to, so let's get right to it. We'll start from Friday, work our way to today, beginning with the Les Schwab boys basketball scoreboard. Wenatchee was held to single digits in all four quarters, falling to Davis Friday 62-31. Moses Lake pounded Eisenhower. Okanagan beat Brewster. Othello nipped Ephrata. Pateras edged Waterville Mansfield. Tenasket topped Manson. And Riverside Christian eased past Enia. Turning to the girls' scores on Friday night, Christina Blauman had 11 points for Wenatchee, but was it enough? Panthers fell to Davis 48-34. Kiana Yasicki make that Yesiki. Scored 27 points for Eisenhower as the Cadets beat Moses Lake 58-54. Othello stopped Ephrata. Okanagan demolished Brewster. Waterville Mansfield popped Pateras, and Tenasket mauled Manson 64-25. Although then Wenatchee Wild continued its winning ways Friday with a big 6-2 win over Merritt. In BCHL play, Cade Littler came away with a hat trick on the night, which brought Teddy Bears raining down to the first period on his opening goal. Our friend John Ziers had the call on Hockey TV.
That by Brett Overly. He regains control of the puck. Here's Littler. He scores! Cade Littler. He gets Wenatchee on the board, and here come the Teddy Bears. It's controlled, though, by Bond. Cross-ice pass to Somoza. Now to Bond, or Parker. Littler backs it in. He scores! Getting it over to Littler. Littler down the wing, shoots and scores! And there's your hat trick for Cade Littler. Here's another shot. It's blocked, and that's going to do it. Your final plumb-perfect final score, Wenatchee 6 and Merritt 2.
Also scoring goals for Wenatchee, Cade Stibbe, Ben Ivey, and Owen Bond. Tyler Shea stopped 35 out of 37 shots in goal for the Wild. Saturday's sports day began with an impressive win for Montana State in the FCS semifinals. The Bobcats broke up with a 17-all game on South Dakota State, winning at 31-17 to advance to the FCS Division 1AA championship against North Dakota State. That game will be played in Frisco, Texas on January 8th at 9 o'clock in the morning on ESPN2. Well, football gave way to basketball with 5th-ranked Gonzaga taking down 25th-rated Texas Tech 69-55. Andrew Nemhart scored 16 points, had 6 assists for the Bulldogs. DJ Rodman came off the bench to score a career-high 21, led 5 players in double figures. Washington State cruised to an 82-56 win over Northern Colorado. Washington returned from a 3-week absence due to COVID to beat Seattle U 64-56, the final in that one. Before we get to the women's side of the Les Schwab scoreboard, we had a couple of high school games here on the NCWLIFE channel on Saturday. We'll start things off with the girls' play. It began Moses Lake visiting Eastmont. Sydney McDonald scored 13 points to lead the Chiefs over the Wildcats 47-31. I was alongside Grant with a call here on the NCWLIFE channel.
She gets it in. Karstetter with the drive. Wraparound pass. Beautiful to McDonald for the shot. She'll run it through, come out, drive in, kick it out. McDonald for a long 3. Good. The drive. Now a pass across. They were looking for Heaps. But Eastmont steps in front. Here's Bauman taking it coast to coast. Lays it up. Good. Sutherland with it. Now here's a 3. Good. Look forward to that. Here's a 3-pointer. Good. How about that? Where's that been all night?
Oh, no. That's Sutherland. Sorry.
It's Sutherland with the 3. Finally got it to coax through the rim, and that'll be our final score here tonight. Moses Lake gets their second win of Big 9 play. 47-31 the final.
In other action on Saturday, Wenatchee edged Cheney by 1. Quincy topped Tenasket. Okanagan cruised over Chelan. Clallam Roslyn down Pateras. Liberty blasted Brewster, and Waterville Mansfield remained unbeaten with a win over Wilbur Creston. Turning to the boys' side Saturday, Eastmont came back from being down 21 in the third quarter, but Moses Lake held on to top the Cats 75-69. Grant and I had the call here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Here's Wiersma. Baseline, Monahan with it, going to take the 3, it's good!
Travato, double team, baseline, Monahan's feeling it, shot for three is good! McDonald to Ulenchuk, underneath, Tibbs working on Easley, it's good and he's fouled. Tibbs, 6 on the shot clock now for the Chiefs. McDonald underneath, Ulenchuk, beautiful ball movement, good. 22 on the night for Ulenchuk, 6-point Chiefs lead, Monahan up and good! And he has a chance for a 3-point play. Eastmont in the second half. Here's the shot taken, Purcell for 3! Shot taken and no good. At the buzzer, no good, and that will do it.
Other boys play on Saturday. Cheney edged Wenatchee by 3. Quincy quieted Tonasket. Okanagan edged Chelan. Wilbur Creston got by Waterville Mansfield, and Liberty beat Brewster 68-59. Back on the ice, Wenatchee Wild won their 5th straight game by downing Merritt 4-1 on Saturday night at the TTC. Centennial's got on the board first, led 1-0 until Wenatchee got the scoring going in the second. Sean Ziers with the call on Hockey TV.
They'll leave it for Parker. Now a shot, score! Brett Overly. Nice defensive play by Bowser. Wenatchee gets in, shoots, and scores! Defensive play by the Wild to get the puck out of the zone. And now here comes Owen Bond on a breakaway. He's in, he shoots, and scores! He now retakes the goalie. Now another shot, and he scores! 4 seconds left. Ooh, and a big hit right in front of the net, Ben Ivy. And that's going to do it. Wenatchee has won their 5th straight game.
Brett Oberle, Hudson Blue, Owen Bond, and Mario Gasparini all scored for Wenatchee. The Wild get a break for Christmas. Be back at the Town Toyota Center December 30th against Prince George. Well, the Seattle Kraken lost their 2nd straight NHL game Saturday, falling at home to Edmonton by a final of 5-3. A rare case of Seattle getting out first, 2-0. Ryan Donato and Jared McCann put the Kraken up by that score midway through the first period. Oilers tied it before the end of the first. Teams traded goals in the second before Edmonton scored 2 unanswered in the third to win it. Seattle's game Sunday against Toronto and this week against Calgary postponed due to COVID running through the NHL. Turning to the women's Les Schwab college basketball scoreboard from the weekend. Started off on Saturday. Washington State shot just 26% for the field, falling to BYU 71-53. Charlize Ledger-Walker with 21 points. Alexis Whitfield broke 54 all tie with a jumper with 1:16 left. Washington beat Eastern Washington in Seattle on Saturday. And Haley Van Lith drained a couple of crucial three-pointers down the stretch. Helped number 6 Louisville edge number 7 UConn 69-64. The game was live on ESPN.
Van Lith got it.
How tough that shot is.
Deanna Smith, Van Lith from outside, drops down for 3. 3 minutes now to go in the 4th. Van Lith needed to see one drop in. She's fired up. She knocks down a second one. Double figures now for Haley Van Lith. Now with 16 for the game, Westbrook will try a 3. That won't drop. And the Louisville Cardinals have come to Connecticut and knocked off the Huskies.
Yeah, Haley had 16 points to help Louisville with the win. Gonzaga blew a 15-point halftime lead, fell on the road to UC Davis 69-66. Aggies outscored the Bulldogs 19-8 in a decisive fourth quarter. Washington State finished the weekend going 0-2, falling Sunday to Stony Brook 69-62. Charlize Ledger-Walker with 19 points. Seahawks hope to get Tyler Lockett, Alex Collins back for their game tomorrow against the Rams. Yeah, Seattle made the trip to L.A. today after the game was postponed to tomorrow after 29 Rams players tested positive for COVID. Kickoff set for 4 o'clock. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And that is going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.